Welcome to weight loss pizza. So this is how I eat pizza in order to lose weight and maintain being always lean. So on this channel, I help people to show how you can lose weight sustainably and regain your health. And this is a vegan, high sugar, low fat, low protein lifestyle. So if you're always confused about, well, no, I need to cut sugar because that's making me fat. Okay, on this channel, yes, I recommend some processed foods, but they're always vegan and they're always low fat, low protein. So if you're wondering, well, how can I be eating pizza? How can I recommend pizza as a healthy weight loss food? Well, what you need to realize and what you need to stop fearing, you need to stop fearing sugar. Okay, so once you stop letting fear rule your life, you'll be able to actually use your brain and engage with the fact that the fat you eat is the fat you wear. And the sugar you eat gets used to produce ATP, which the body then uses to run all of the cells in the body. And you have trillions and trillions of cells in your body. Therefore, you need a lot of sugar to power the fuel cells, the mitochondria, to produce ATP. And that allows you to move, okay? Woo! And yeah, on this channel, I also recommend cycling is amazing for weight loss, and eating high carbohydrate foods like this allows you to help burn fat, because the more you move, the more fat you'll burn. So you're burning fat in the fires of carbohydrate, because carbohydrate, glycolysis, is the primary energy system, which is powered by sugar, glucose, and you get that from sugar, carbohydrates. So no, you're getting fat from eating fat. So in this pizza, so I'm going to have one pizza base for lunch. So I'm having this for lunch. And this pizza is going to contain 3.5 grams of fat. 3.5 grams of fat. So compare that to your standard pizza that you might be eating that's covered in fat and bits of dead animal. You're probably going to be looking at more like 30 or 40 grams, maybe even more for one pizza. So I could eat 10 of these, okay? And that would be the equivalent of about one standard normal fattening pizza. So this is what I'm going to be using. I've got pizza base here. So this is the pizza base I'm using. So it's low fat, vegan, and yeah, gluten free. And I've found that people who remove animal products from their life, their gluten intolerance, so you've got gluten free here, quite often disappears because you're just getting more healthy, and therefore problems like that with your digestion disappear. So then I'm covering this with some muti, and that's how you pronounce it, it's Italian, pizza sauce. So that's nice and wet. And I'm going to be using these herbs and spices here. And also for today, I'm using some pepper. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably nibble and finish that off just as a snack on the side. Just nibble that. Can you hear that? And I've got some sweet corn, and I've got some mushies. So I'm going to add these first. I say this is just personal preference for herbs and spices that you add. That's just personal preference, but always low fat, always low protein. So low fat, I've already said, that's for getting lean. So the fat you eat is the fat you wear, and there's nothing you can do about that. There's no fad diets that, if you're eating fat, will help you to sustainably lose weight without counting calories. So no calorie counting on this channel, because if you're counting calories in, so calories in versus calories out, this is called yo-yo dieting. So what happens with yo-yo dieting is you eat lots of high-fat foods, high-fat, high-protein foods. It's quite humid here in the UK at the moment, so my garlic's gone all hard. You eat high fat, high protein foods, and then in order not to gain weight, because fat is the high calorie food and sugar or carbohydrate is 4 calories per 1 gram, whereas fat is 9 calories per 1 gram. So you're eating twice as many calories for the same amount of volume. So if you don't want to gain weight, but you're still eating fat, in order not to gain weight, you'll have to starve yourself, or as they call calories in versus calories out. So you don't need to worry about counting calories when you're on a high carbohydrate diet, low fat, because you're immediately reducing the amount of calories already, but fat is not the primary energy system of the human body. So carbohydrate will always be used first, is always required first in order to get energy to the cells. You always have to be careful with chili. Don't want to overpower the chili. So if you want to free yourself from the prison system of calorie counting and worrying about your weight, just know for peace of mind, the fat you eat is the fat you wear, and the sugar you eat is the glycogen storage you have in your muscles. So if you want to have nice, big, round, 3D looking muscle, you always need to eat enough sugar, carbohydrate, and also enough water. So it takes 3 milliliters or 3 grams of water to store 1 gram of glycogen. So I recommend always starting the day with at least 500 milliliters of water, and also having some water before you've eaten as well. And that will allow you to improve your digestion. So yeah, also you're having fiber as well on this lifestyle. So water's good because fiber works by absorbing water, and that allows you to not be constipated. So yes, I recommend foods, some processed foods like that. Ooh, just lost the mushroom. Some processed foods, so fruit's amazing. White rice is amazing, and yes, white rice is processed, but so the main staple foods I recommend is fruit and white rice. However, you can, on the lifestyle that I recommend, eat foods like this. So this is weight loss food. And how do I know? Well, I eat foods like this often, and I'm always lean. So if you check out other videos on the channel, you'll be able to see, yes, I do enjoy cycling, but most people who I see are cycling and who are running and exercising, most people are just overweight, and it doesn't matter what they're doing or who they are in society. Most people who I see who say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to get fit and lean and healthy," they never do, because they always fall for the trap of, well, sugar makes you fat, take sugar out your life, and then what do you do as a consequence? You start to increase your fat and protein intake, and then you also, as a negative consequence, your weight increases. And it's so obvious when you realize it. The fat you eat is the fat you're wearing. So if you don't want to look like, as I call it, the Michelin man and Michelin woman, so the Michelin man is looks like someone who is carrying rolls and rolls of fat. And if you want to be healthy, obviously looking like that isn't healthy. So I think I might just add, I think I might just add a little bit of these mixed herbs as well. And yeah, it takes a little bit more effort to make your pizzas yourself, but you'll be able to control what goes into your body. So reduce the fat, reduce the protein, and guess what? People who are healthy are the people who care about what goes into their body. People who are healthy don't see doctors. Okay, have nothing to do with the healthcare system. So there you go. going to have this now for my lunch. High carbohydrate, low fat, low protein for sustainable weight loss. So I could eat this if I wanted to. And if you wanted to get a personalized meal plan from me, then yeah, so I do coaching, help people to lose weight. So this is what I'm having for my lunch. And yes, I probably wouldn't have this every lunch for every day. So you can have this maybe, well, we could work that out. That becomes something we could work out personally. And that's what I've just had for my breakfast. So a bunch of fruit, bananas, watermelon. So I had about 6 bananas, about 1.5 watermelons, and I had this whole, what would you call that, carton of tropical juice. So that's a litre there. And no, I'm not fat. Okay. So vegan, high sugar, low fat, low protein is the way to go. Always will be. So check out other videos on the channel. I hope you enjoy this video and like and subscribe. And yes, there is an alternative to just doing what everyone else does, which is getting fat and sick, counting calories and living on a weight gain lifestyle. So if you want to live a sustainable weight gain lifestyle, then eat fat and protein and count calories. But if you want to live on a sustainable weight loss lifestyle, so losing weight and then staying lean, it's high carbohydrate, low fat, low protein. Forget about calorie counting and enjoy eating. So if you can eat the same way every day because it's fun and enjoyable, then you'll be able to sustainably do that for life. So thank you for your time, and yeah, I hope this message is not too contradictory to everything you hear. But if you just follow the mainstream and do what everyone else does, you shouldn't be surprised that you look like everyone else. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.